Yes, guys, what's going on? Thank you for clicking into another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Hope you've had a Merry Christmas and looking forward to the new year. 2024 is going to be decent, according to most people within professional wrestling. Big things are coming. But let's talk about AEW and the mess they're in right now. This year hasn't been a great year for them. Yeah, we had the Wembley show, and that was fantastic. I attended it. Great show, great moment in professional wrestling. But after that, it's just been downhill fast for them. Punk left, and things ain't getting any better, it seems. Now they're targeting Chris Jericho. And what's happened there? People, if you listen to people online, he's like professional wrestling's answer to Jimmy Savile. What is going on? And then Tony Khan's asked a very serious question in the scrum last night. And the geezer's sitting there in a fluffy hat and sunglasses looking absolutely ridiculous. How can you take him seriously? He's supposed to be someone in charge of the second biggest professional wrestling company in the world. And he looks like that. It's not looking good for him, really. They need someone in there who can be taken seriously, who can get this place in charge and just take over and run it properly, like a professional should. Not someone who's there like a fan, wanting to be friends with everybody. It's just not working. It's just mistake after mistake. Things are getting worse and worse, and you can't take him seriously. He's sitting there saying, yeah, we're going to be a more serious professional wrestling company, and the next minute he's sitting there in a fluffy hat and sunglasses laughing and joking with Tony Storm. The media scrum was quite entertaining, I've got to say that. Maybe even more entertaining than the actual show. I don't know. There were some decent matches on the show. But again, another long, drawn-out show that took far too long. Matches that went far too long. Matches that really didn't care about. Matches that were exactly the same. 2 8-man tag matches that really didn't make any difference or do anything for me. But we'll go through it match by match. And I'll give you my thoughts on each match. The first match out the gate, the pre-show, the kick-off show, Willow Nightingale versus Chris Statlander. And to be honest with you, the women's division in AEW is in the mud. Let's have it right. Willow Nightingale, yeah, she's pretty decent. So is Chris Statlander, but there's so much more they could be doing with these girls. It was an okay match, I suppose. Willow Nightingale getting the win. We had a 20-man battle royal full of just people that they've got no clue what to do with them. People that you never really see anymore in this company. People that barely feature. Kill Switch, formerly Luchasaurus, got the win in this one. And he gets a title shot for the TNT Championship. And that plays a part in the show going forward later, which I did enjoy. I did like that they actually used that further on in the show. And the last match of the pre-show was Hook versus Wheeler Yuta. I swear felt like I've seen this match about 101 times now. FTW title, FTW rules, pretty much no DQ. And Hook gets the win, retains the title. And it just seems like they've been recycling the same old shit with Hook and Wheeler Yuta over and over again. It's just, they're going nowhere with them. They don't know what to do with them. First match out the gate on the main show was an 8-man tag. Blackpool Combat Club, Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli with Mark Briscoe and Daniel Garcia against Brody King, Jay White, Jay Lethal, Roosh. It was all these people that were in the Continental Classic. I didn't watch much of that, so I don't know what was going on there. But it was just a basic 8-man tag match, and yeah, there were some exciting moments. People did some exciting moves and some exciting spots. Just the way it ended up with a roll-up. Daniel Garcia getting the win. The least charismatic wrestler of the whole bunch somehow gets the victory. Miro versus Andrade, and CJ Perry-Avil, formerly known as Lana, is back in his corner, and it just reminds me of all the shit we had to go through with them in WWE, with Bobby Lashley, the cuckolding, and all that stuff. It seems like they're going down that road again. Maybe. That's what I felt like at the beginning of this match, and Lana turns on Andrade, costs him the match, gifts the match to her husband, and it seems they're back together again. They were the right pairing. Why we'd ever split them two up, I don't know. They're much better together. Yeah, let's hope they can actually feature Miro more than they have done since he's actually arrived in this company. So far, it's been pretty shit. women's title match, Toni Storm versus Rio. Toni Storm's fantastic. One of the best, most entertaining women in professional wrestling currently. Killing it with her gimmick. I'm enjoying everything I'm seeing. There was no way she's losing this one. There's no way she's losing to Riho. Do me a favour. How you can take Riho seriously? The size of her, the look. How you can believe that she stands any chance against any serious professional wrestler? Behave. This match went too long. Didn't need it to go that long. Toni Storm should have literally absolutely destroyed her. Felt sorry a little bit for Swerve. Was looking forward to him versus Keith Lee. Felt a little bit sorry for Keith Lee too, I suppose. Will we ever see this match? Like, it feels like we're never gonna. It feels like when this is like the never-ending story. This one, the one that's never going to end, that's never going to get a conclusion. For me, Swerve should be catapulted straight to the main event. The guy's there. He's got the great look. He can walk. He can talk. He can rap. He can do whatever you want him to do. He can perform in the ring. He is a main event star, and it's about time they started treating him like that. This was a good match, and I got to give props to Dustin fucking Rhodes. But I've been going back and watching shows in the late 80s, early 90s, and this guy is still delivering to the standard of match that he was then. It's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But he is still performing at the same level. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Great match. One of the best matches of the show. One of my favourite matches of the night. I've got to give you that. Really, really enjoyed it. The whole story they told with Swerve attacking him before the bell, with taking out the leg with the cinder block, and then Dustin refusing to go away and getting into the match, and yeah, fighting for his life pretty much. And just Swerve was fantastic throughout. Right person won in the end. Another 8-man tag match, and this was Jericho's moment, really wasn't. This was all about Chris Jericho. The crowd let him know. They let him know they were not happy with him being anywhere near the ring. He got booed constantly throughout the match. Ricky Starks, Big Bill, Takeshita, Powerhouse Hobbs got cheered every time they hit him. Well, yeah, it wasn't good. This wasn't a good match. Didn't look good for Sting being out there. Darby Allin. Sammy Guevara gets the win in the end, because if Jericho had got that win, my God, I hate to think what would have happened. We could have seen a riot, but yeah, this was decent from the people that were involved, but yeah, another just basic 8-man tag match that really meant nothing and yeah, was going nowhere. No one really cared about it. Julia Hart against Abaddon. You know Julia Hart ain't dropping the title anytime soon, and they're building this girl up. She is very, very talented. And yeah, she ain't dropping the title to Abaddon. My favourite match of the night was next. And I'm pretty sure it was probably most people's favourite match of the night. Adam Copeland, Christian Cage, no DQ match. The story just tells itself, really. If you've been a wrestling fan for more than 5 years, 10 years ago, you know who the fuck these two are, and you know their story. You know the back history. You know what's going on and what's going to happen in this match, and you know these two are going to deliver. Two legends, two veterans, two experts of their craft. It was fantastic. Great match. Good finish. I enjoyed it. Right person won. And then you're thinking, yes, Adam Copeland Edge, whatever we're calling him. This could be good. A good little title run for him here. And it turns out it's the shortest reign of all time, because here comes the Kill Switch or Luchasaurus, whatever we're calling him now, into the ring. He won the right to have a title shot, and supposedly it's any time you like. And it looks like he's going to cash it in there and then. But here comes Christian Cage, his mentor, his leader, whatever, his controller, his handler. And he takes a shot away from him. He signs a contract. He gets the shot. He takes out Copeland 1, 2, 3, and once again your new TNT champion, Christian Cage, somehow leaves World's End still the TNT champion. Amazing story. Loved every moment of it. And this story continues. This story still has time. This story still has legs. This story still has a way to go. And I'm looking forward to the next time these two clash in a big show. Eddie Kingston versus Jon Moxley. Violent. There were moments where I don't enjoy where they just stand there and let each other hit each other. That makes no sense to me. It's supposed to be a proper fight. Can we make it look like a proper fight sometimes? Other than that, yeah, I did enjoy it. A lot of titles now in AEW. I'm starting to lose track of who's got what title. It seems like everyone's got a title now. There are 3 titles on the line here. They've now created another one, the Continental title. They've got the International title, the TBS title, the TNT title, the World titles, ROH titles, New Japan titles. There are just so many titles on this show and in this company. It's starting to get a bit ridiculous now. Can we calm down with the titles? And I'm pretty sure I heard him. The PRAT in a hat. Just going on about, there's going to be women's tag team titles soon as well. And there'll probably be a women's 6-person title. And I'm sure he'll think up of a few more. But yeah, I'm happy for Kingston. And they're finally pushing him, finally giving it a bit and then putting him in that spot that he really does deserve. He is very, very good. There's no doubt about it. On the mic, in the ring, I enjoy watching and listening to him. I don't know about everyone. He might not be everyone's cup of tea, but for me, yeah, I enjoy watching Eddie Kingston. And then we get to the main event, and it's the world title, and it's all about who the devil is, and can MJF survive Samoa Joe. And I have enjoyed this MJF run as a world champion. At the beginning, I really did enjoy it, but as it went on, and he got that relationship with Adam Cole, and he became this white meat baby face, and more of a comedy act, I didn't really enjoy it as much. I really didn't. I'm glad they kind of went away from that and tried to make it a bit more serious in the last month or so, with the injuries and this devil thing that's been playing on, and we finally get an answer to who the devil is. But first of all, got to talk about the match itself, and it was very, very good. They told a good story. The injury to MJF just costing him pretty much the whole match. Joe just absolutely dominating throughout, and Samoa Joe, if anyone's going to take the title off him, is probably the right person to hold that belt for a little bit. Let MJF heal, let him come back and try and win it back again one day, because yeah, he's got another fight on his hands right now. Because after that match, after he got choked out and the flat finish that it was, it felt like, I'm not going to say it was the same, but it kind of felt like when The Undertaker lost his streak, the building just was flat. It was just silence. Like, people couldn't believe this reign had actually ended. Samoa Joe was actually the champion. There was silence for a couple of seconds, and people actually started to react to it. And then the bullshit chant started, and yeah, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. He'd actually lost. He'd actually dropped the title. Joe was the champion. So it was a bit of a strange finish, and then they go to this whole devil thing and the reveal of that. Out come the guys in masks, and it's revealed that it's the Kingdom and Wardlow and Adam Cole, who turns on MJF. Didn't see that coming, did we? It was pretty obvious Cole had something to do with it. I kind of thought it was going to be Strong, and I knew Roderick Strong was there as well, but I thought Kyle O'Reilly, maybe the Undisputed Elite, but I guess it kind of makes sense that, the Kingdom, Adam Cole was a part of the Kingdom. It kind of makes sense Roderick Strong's there as well, and it kind of makes sense Wardlow's part of that as well. Wardlow wanting to get revenge on MJF as well, I suppose. Kind of makes sense. And now MJF has got no friends. And now MJF has to fight back against all these guys. And let's see what happens to him in 2024. Will he be staying with the company? Is this the end of MJF? Is he leaving? I don't believe he will. I believe he'll stick around for a bit longer. I can see him staying for another couple of years in this company, carrying this company. But, yeah, is what it is, I suppose. It was getting a bit stale. I will admit it did get a bit stale as in with the champion. So let's see where they go with this and see if it's anything better than what they've done previously. Because I'd always prefer when the babyface is chasing. So it might be a good story, him chasing Samoa Joe for the title and having to deal with all these other guys first. Yeah, let's see where they go with it. Overall, I enjoyed the show. I enjoy just watching the wrestling and not having to listen about all the backstage bullshit, the PRAT in the hat, everything that's going on like online, and people are so like interested in who's doing what backstage. Who fucking cares? If you're a professional wrestling fan, just enjoy the fucking professional wrestling and forget about what's going on backstage. There are far too many people that are interested in all that gossip, all the news, all the dirt that's going on backstage, and they just can't enjoy a show anymore. They can't just sit down and watch the show and fucking enjoy it. They have to know who's screwing who, who's going over on who backstage, who hates who, who's got heat. Does it really fucking matter? Is it that fucking important in your life? Just go outside and touch grass, man. Live life, man. Enjoy the show and just carry on with your life. It's not that fucking important. If it was so serious, I'm pretty sure the people in charge of this company would do their job and sort it out already. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have done, smash the like, smash the subscribe button. I'm out of here. Peace. See you next time.